We'll use it for the intro. Go on.
Oi oi Savaloi and welcome to Basilisk. No. Oi oi Savaloi and welcome to We Talk About Horses and Snakes, episode 2, a Basilisk podcast. My name is Chris, your host. Next to me is Ben. And behind us sits Jakes. You're supposed to hit the soundboard. Right, throwing me off already then. Okay. Yeah. So there we go.
You can't just read a fucking Zelda guidebook.
Right, so episode 2. We've had a little bit of a long start getting going. Had a few little technical issues. Jakes, he didn't bring his charger for his laptop, so we might have to do the old switcheroo between the two laptops later on. How are we all doing? Are you feeling good for today or what?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Sick as a dog.
So we're recording this like a few days after Christmas. Did you all have a nice crimber?
It's alright.
It was absolutely lovely.
What did you get?
I got a plaque at the Deep that says my name on it.
Where? Like in a tank?
Just like in just a tattoo the side of a fish. No, it was just in the lobby. It's like a plaque and it just says Jakesy.
From the Deep?
Like
No, to the Deep.
It's in
What?
the Deep. So now, so in the lobby, in the Deep.
Of the Deep. So for anyone that doesn't know, the Deep.
World's largest submarine.
So the Deep is a aquarium in Hull, where we're all from, a submarium, because it's an underground aquarium. Yeah. So you got someone nicked you a plaque from the Deep.
No.
What?
This was bought and paid for. Receipts available.
So it was bought from the Deep gift shop.
It was bought from the Deep website.
Deep website.
Yeah. And so they're going to make a little plaque. It's like a little fish.
Oh, so it's not been made yet?
I don't know.
It's like
I don't know when I'm
commissioning
gonna
like
go-
a statue.
I don't know
for
when
you.
I can see it.
So
Going to the Deep to see it.
so you don't have it. So what did you open? A receipt.
I opened because it was meant to come with a certificate,
Right.
but Aileen didn't get sent a certificate, so she had to Photoshop like a real crude paint of like just like my name in a fish.
And then
I
said.
just opened it. I was just like, what is it?
And then she said, "I've got you a plaque. That's you gonna own it, or is it gonna be displayed at the?"
It'll be displayed in the lobby at the Deep.
And it just says Jakesy on
It
it.
just says Jake.
Fantastic present.
How many like slots were they to get one of them? Is it just the only
I
one?
might get the last one. I don't know.
It might not have even been a thing. She might have just rang the Deep and just
Bring someone a backhand.
yeah, just like a govy job. Yeah. So, anything that anyone wants to talk about Christmas, or shall we just crack on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So thanks for everyone that watched the first episode. I think like it all went a lot better than we probably thought it would go, but there was like a lot of mistakes and shit, or just the fact it was the first one. So it's like Jakesy was mic'd up, but like the audio was shit or something. So
Yeah, well, maybe wait till the end of it to decide if it works.
oh yeah, so this audio might not even be working anyway, might it? So yeah, yeah. So hopefully Jakesy will be mic'd up on this one, and then I think apart from that, it was pretty fun. I have got like a little bit of an update on Alexander. So it was so like every episode is not just going to be us shitting on the influencer Alexander. but because like I was talking to you and like we kind of felt a little bit shady, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like even though like we didn't go on him like whole like fucking full on, did we?
No.
But we felt like a little bit shady. So I said to Ben like, I'm gonna message him before the episode goes out. So I sent him like a message. I could read it if you want. I don't know. But it basically just saying like, by the way, we're doing. We recorded a podcast, and like our topic was influencers, and your name came up. Well, that's already a lie because we went into it intentionally wanting to talk about him. But I just thought it just makes me sound like a little bit better, doesn't it?
It does engross a lot of your lives.
Yeah, because I think like I wanted to be like transparent about it and not just be like, right, let's just shit on.
Keyboard warrior.
Yeah, that's it. Because
Say it how it is,
because like it's easy to talk shit about someone, but like I think if you own it, like well then like you're fine, aren't you? What's funny?
My belly was rumbling. I'm just gonna see.
I don't know if it was his belly or his arse.
So much turkey and stuffing.
Get belly cam.
No, I just want to know if my mic's loud enough.
Oh, I forgot to bring tinny cam.
Tin, what do you mean you forgot to bring it?
Well, I was going to borrow a tinny cam,
We can still do tinny cam.
but it's not tinny.
What? So just every time that he takes a swig, just go first person, boy.
Swig number 47.
Sorry, carry on.
No, it's all right. Yeah, so like we said, like we just didn't want to be shitting on someone, and then just be like shady about it. Do you know what I mean? So just sent him a message. I put, "Hi, we recorded our first podcast last week, and we wanted to talk about influencers, and your name came up." Like I said, that's a lie. We knew that was going to talk about him. There's genuinely no hate involved, but me and my mates have followed you for a while, and we are all quite fascinated by everything that you do. We would love to have you on the podcast one time for a chat if you want to defend yourself against any of the shit we accused you of, or if you just want to have a chat. Just wanted to basically give you the heads up, as I'm not into shady takedowns. All the best, pal. And then he just sent me back, respectfully decline, but thank you. So I thought, okay, fair enough. And then I put, no worries, man, the door's open anytime. We think you are a very interesting dude. And then he just put thanks.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, is he pissed off or what?
Mates, I reckon.
It's just not quite as exciting as shoving your face between a big old booty, is it?
Yeah, so me and Ben actually said that we thought that he'd maybe changed. We thought that he'd maybe listened to the podcast and taken in like a few of our kind of criticisms, you know, just be like more humble and stuff. Because like I was like looking at his story and I was like, yeah, like he's being real sound. And then I said that to Ben, and then I looked at the next one, and it was just his face in an ass, just going like. Then I thought, okay, then Alex, like Ben said last week, just you do you. So that's what's going on with Alex. We will try and get him on for next week, but we'll see. And just something else about Alex as well. We found. I promise it's not the Alex podcast. This is it. We found, but yeah, because like I said, me and Ben felt pretty shady that we did like a full podcast ragging someone. But then we found another Instagram page called Hull Cuckoldry. Was something like that in it?
Something like that. Cook dry.
Yeah, or like something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just fucking link it in the description again.
Yeah, go check out this page.
Yeah. So me and Ben felt bad about just like shitting on someone on our first podcast. But then we found another Instagram page that's just like a meme page of him, and they're very, very nasty to him.
Very, very funny.
So it made us feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Because, well, no.
What are we even doing?
I don't know, if you're going to be nasty, at least do it the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all out in the open, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like we like to be nasty, but just at least sleep at night. So if you go look at this Instagram page, it is funny, but it's just I just think that you just need to kind of kill them with kindness, don't you? So I feel like I'm going to just say this all the time. Any last words on Alexander?
I don't know. Have you got any last words?
I'm not as...
Next week I'll have the update number 3, Alexander, and he'll hopefully be in. But no, like, I just thought that we just had to mention him again. Just a little bit of an honourable mention.
Yeah, there has been some news.
Yeah.
Some Alex Larkin.
Yeah. And then I'm sure that...
Larkman, yeah, I think.
Alex Larkman.
Alex Larkin.
We've just fucking doxed him. Don't we?
I thought we did that last time.
Yeah.
No, we was talking about his pseudonym, LX.
Just beep it.
Yeah. Yeah, so moving on. Speaking of this podcast isn't just going to be about this. Anyone fancy talking about horses and snakes again?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
There's always more.
Oh, actually, what I'll do as well is I'll go through soundboard again because we've got some new shit, haven't we? Oh, that's not very loud. Yeah, so that's all the same, innit, right? And then we got another one.
What do you mean?
That's going to be Andy for when Andy wants to.
Oh God, those cookies sound delicious.
Don't know what that's going to be used for.
He said he promises.
Yeah.
You wouldn't lie to me, boy.
Yeah, so those two can be used in good succession.
Whoever wins takes the gold.
I might use that for this then. All right, okay. So this section of we talk about horses and snakes is whoever wins takes the gold. So just you two.
Whoever wins takes the gold.
There we go. So
So
we're
we just have a fight.
yeah, just have a fight over gold. So I said last week that we wouldn't do horses and snakes. It was just like a little joke, but I just couldn't help myself. And just something that you said last week like made me fucking piss myself when I listened back to the podcast. I said last week like I aren't gonna do horse research like every week. This is just like one off to break the ice. And then you was like, well, yeah, because like obviously you've learned it all by now, haven't you? I'm like, you can't just learn all of horse research in fucking one night of Googling, can you? So I've just learned every horse fact.
Yeah.
Well, clearly not, because I've got some more. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, and this time it's not gonna like, I aren't gonna say that they're all fake again. Like 100% promise.
Is it same
He
game?
said he promises. You wouldn't lie to me, boy.
I wouldn't. So this time they're not all fake, right? So 3 about horses, 3 about snakes. This time actually 1 fake. Okay.
Right.
And I want there to
Not
be
gonna do it again.
no, because then that'll just kill the joke, won't it? Or unless every week you're waiting for the time when it's not.
No.
I don't know.
I'll stop by week 3. I've had enough of this.
You'll just be like, right, can we just skip this
Can we do
section?
something else?
Right. So because I'd like to maybe make like a tally or something, you know, like for who's like winning.
So if you do it again, we'll just like overdub this bit with like a Donkey Kong speedrun or something.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Just, like,
It'll
so
probably get
way
more viewers.
interesting.
So you're not working as like a team, like you're not being like, oh well, you know, it's maybe this one.
So we're against each other.
So we are fighting.
Yeah, so whoever wins takes the gold.
It's like a quiz. Go on.
But I don't want.
Whoever wins takes the gold.
Thank you. But I don't want you to like not go for the same one if you do genuinely think it's the same one. Okay. So horses have 360-degree vision. They can see literally all the way around the road. What do you reckon to that?
He said he promises.
I do. Well, no, I'm not saying that I promise because
True.
that's not how it works. You need to hear them all first.
Oh right. I thought it was
Yeah,
true or false.
No.
It's one of Chris's game shows where you have to remember all the questions and then answer them all. Imagine if they did that on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You've got 15 questions. Right, now go.
I like it.
Question 1. And then he basically gives you 4 fucking things. And you're like,
Which one?
right, no, wait. Remember it and bank it. The real quiz is at the end. So you have to go for all
You have to
15.
pre-choose which one your lifelines are on as well.
Oh, that sounds like my kind of game show, right? Yeah, so horses can have 360-degree vision around the red.
Vertically or horizontally?
What? What do you mean? What? So they can see up to the sky, and then like they can see like the dick and balls because it goes like under them, so it goes like up like that.
Well, no, 360 is only like a 2D
Circle.
thing, innit? Yeah, it's like a circle.
It's just
That.
so horses can't see anything like even slightly to the side of them.
It's just like 1 pixel.
Oh, what a
Like
sad
one
life.
pixel.
It's just
Up
so
to
like you would just have to turn your head like that.
Yeah.
You've just got one little bit of vision.
No, it's like that way. Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that the fact that you had to ask is absurd. That you think that it goes like up round them like that, then they can somehow see through the stomach to like see like the cock and balls and stuff and like their arsehole. I thought it was just a very stupid question, Andy. I don't even know these.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's a good one. That was good. Yeah. Right. So that's the first one. Okay. Horses cannot physically vomit or burp. It is impossible for a horse to vomit or burp. I don't know what happens if they somehow do. But yeah.
Are we picking the truth or are we picking a lie?
Well, you can wait until I read all three, but you're picking the lie. So horses can't vomit or burp. Like after that, like what's your gut with that one? You know what I mean?
I've never seen a horse be sick.
That's what I was trying to.
Trying to picture it.
Well, yeah, but
Go through the memory bank. Yeah. It's not a bear. I'm not
he's more the bear. What do you mean?
I must have seen a horse bear.
Must have. Like, have you ever seen? Like, have you ever seen like a dog burp?
Yes.
Instantly. I can show you full videos. Right. Oh, right. Okay. Have you ever seen like a mouse burp?
No. I've not seen a cat bear.
Yeah. Well, there you know. So why do you think that you've seen a horse burp?
I don't know. Just my gut tells me.
What if they like physically eat too much as well? Like they must be able to have like that. Or it's like if you wanted to make one sick and like you stuck your fingers down the throat, then you use like proper hammering it. They'd surely spew, wouldn't they? But
I don't know. You know the answer.
yeah, I'm just trying to throw you off, aren't I? So we've got 360 vision, vomit bear, number 3. A horse's backbone / neck bone is called a samwicker, which roughly translates in Latin to sturdy meat stick. So a horse's back / neck bone, so it's like from there to there, is called a samwicker, and it roughly translates in Latin to sturdy meat stick. Right? Ben, what do you reckon's fake?
Which one's fake? I don't know.
360 vision. Like all of them sound absurd,
They're
don't
all a bit on the edge, aren't they?
they? They all
close together,
sound
I
very
don't know.
very absurd. I think that no matter what you pick, I think by the end of it you'll have a lot more respect for horses because you'll be like, fuck it, like they are.
I'm going to say they're all real then.
No. So, well,
Going for the Shyamalan twist.
that's up to you guys. But I've already said.
You wouldn't lie to me, boy.
No, I've already said.
He said it,
I've already said. I promise.
You promise.
I do.
What's your answer, boy?
I reckon if any of them's going to be fake, it would be. What was the middle one?
So the cat vomit or burp, they've got 360 degree vision. That way, just in case you were
Of
wondering.
course, they can vomit. The mammals, aren't they?
And or the horse's backbone is / neck bone is called a samwicker, which roughly translates in Latin to sturdy meat stick.
I don't see why you'd have made that one up. I'm just going to say it. No, that one's real. Yeah. So the fake one, I'll go with number 1.
Horses can't vomit or burp.
No, that was number 2.
No, it's the 360 degree.
Yeah, but I just can't.
Right. So which one do you think's fake?
1.
Horses can't vomit or burp.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Right.
That was 2.
I think that was 2.
Yeah, that was 2.
But is that the one that you think's fake?
Yeah, out of all 3.
Right. JXC, what's fake?
Steady meets dick.
Right.
Because it just sounds like exactly something you would say.
I don't know what thing to use for the result.
Steady.
But do you promise?
Oh, that's the same. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so the fake one was the steady meat stick. So JXC, 1 point.
Is there a round of applause?
Yeah, that could.
Take it.
No, yeah, right. So JXC 1 point. Yeah, so horses cannot vomit or bear.
Where did you get Sam Wicker from?
What?
Is this someone you work with? Or something?
Yeah, this sounds like a dealer.
No. Yeah, so I made that one up. So I was gonna say a horse's back or neck bone is called a sandwich, and I was like, that's too like you will think that's definitely fake. So I called it a Sam Wicker.
So you just did like a slang for sandwich.
Well, I've never called a sandwich a Sam Wicker, but
I bet I'll
probably. Right, so 1 point to Jake's. Snakes. Snakes smell 90% with their eyes and 10% with the nostrils. So 10% of the smell comes from the nostril, but actually 90% comes from their eyes. Okay? Number 2. Let's roll these off. The fastest snake. Actually, so like, what are your instant gut reactions to that?
True.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
The fastest snake ever recorded was 12 miles an hour, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like.
It's got to be faster than that.
But like.
That's like a sprint, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like say if you're going 30, it's like roughly half that.
Bad with no legs.
So it's like if you were sprinting away, the snake could just be like, just right, do you know?
Next to you,
Yeah, just
not pulling away.
yeah,
Like.
yeah.
Not getting any closer.
Not even biting you.
No.
Just just being like,
No,
I can keep this up longer than you.
I don't think I could sprint 12 miles an hour.
Well, like
Yeah, I reckon you could for like a couple of seconds.
yeah.
So it'd be like full belt.
Yeah.
Well, the average
You've got to
walk,
keep it up.
the average walking speed's like 4 miles an hour.
Mm.
So it's only like 3 times faster than walking. So
Have a race.
you could probably sprint 12.
You got
But
snake.
that doesn't sound fast, but that is pretty fast. And
You know what snake is?
no,
One of them
I just
desert ones. The
yeah,
sideways.
the- yeah,
That's what
that
I was thinking.
yeah,
Sideways as well, 12 mile an hour.
yeah.
Oh, it's downhill, it don't count, does it? They're always going down due.
Well, no, like if you launch a snake off of like
Yeah,
a
you fucked on June.
off like a high rise flat, that one doesn't win the record for fastest snake, does it?
Yeah. Well, you like freeze it. That.
Yeah. Right. So number 3, 2-headed snakes are not mythical beasts, and they do exist, but they always die because they fight for the food. So it's like you've got like a 2-headed snake, and they never last long because there's food in front of them, and they're just like, nah, fucking give me it, and then they end up starving to death because they just fight, like the 2 heads fight over the food. So 2-headed snakes do exist, but they're very rarely seen because the greedy guts.
Bloody greedy guts.
So what? I'll start with Andy this time. What's fake? 90% eyes, 10% nostrils, smell. Fastest one, 12 mile an hour.
That one for me.
2-headed one does exist, but they always die.
Yeah, I kind of think the same. I think the
Speed one.
Speed one.
Yeah.
speed, yeah,
What? So are you thinking faster or slower?
Faster.
faster.
You
Faster
tell
than
me,
12.
No snake in the world can't beat 12 mile an hour.
Well, maybe, but just no one's recorded it. You know what I mean?
I feel
Like, there's probably miles faster ones, but there's not a lot of people with cams and fucking.
You got some snake rigging up Guinness World Record.
Yeah.
Mate, you should have just seen me. I was doing 14.
And-
I'm gonna go first one.
And like as well, there's not like fucking coppers in like the desert with them fucking speed guns trying to catch snakes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first one. Smelling out your eyes.
Right, so Jake's is saying smelling out your eyes is
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's fake.
fake.
I think 12 miles an hour is pretty fucking fast for a snake.
Right, so Jake's is saying smelling out their eyes is fake, and Ben's saying 12 mile an hour is fake.
I think it's slower than you think. Like jumping
Right.
speed.
Oh, that was bad. Where's my stick?
Sounds underwater again.
Oh, no.
I maybe just broke it.
It is your cable.
I don't know.
Definitely sounds like a Master System game now, doesn't it? Right, so I can confirm, Jakesy, you are correct. It's fake. That snakes can't smell. That the whole eye smelling thing, and the fastest snake ever recorded was 12 mile an hour. 2 points to Jakes,
That's not on.
0 to Ben.
Did it let out a timeout?
Yeah. Right, repeat.
0 points to me.
Andy, you won.
Hey!
2. Yeah, right. What was the thing that I used for? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Sevel.
What the hell?
Jake's is stuck in a Mega Drive.
Right, so we will talk about horses and snakes again because I feel like we have to. I feel like when we said it was just like a joke, it's just not, is it? It needs to be done. As long as you don't think that it ever gets boring, then we'll keep on doing it. Oh shit, I have actually got more fucking horse and snake shit.
Is that all you do when you go home? Just write facts?
No, like it was like literally just like a 5-minute jobby. When I thought, right, I need some notes for the podcast. But we'll wait for Jakesy to come back for that. So did you think of any stuff for like the main topic? Because I mentioned, well, after the first podcast last time, we was on about customer service, but like just that under like a broad banner, because it's almost like last week when we said influencers, but we just wanted to talk about Alexander.
Yeah.
But it's like customer service, but it's like very specific stuff in it, like vape shops,
Yeah.
because we both vape, and you just get like just proper shit from stuff like that. And I thought it would be good as well to talk about like some of like what like some shops are like after COVID, because it's like, yeah, like there's like the whole wearing like a mask rule and stuff, and that's, you know, fair enough in most cases. But I was just wondering if like, you know, you had any like proper people on your case, or like not even people that like work in the shops, because like you always just get like the normal people that are just like saying shit to you.
Yeah. Well,
So if you had anything like that, but we'll wait for Andy so that I can finish. Here he comes.
here he comes. US is on.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, you got some tinnies, lad.
Aye, couple of tinnies. Did anyone need a tinny? Oh, they are icy cold. Tinny cam?
I was gonna say the cams there. Yeah. So what was your idea then for having like a tinny cam?
Just like close up, innit?
Well, no, because didn't you say about basically strapping on?
Well, if I was just if I had tinny cam, I think I'd go with the tinny.
Have you frozen that? It looks fucking disgusting.
Yeah, pretty much.
It looks like fucking slush pupping. Not on the equipment, Andy.
It's alright, it's just on the floor.
TD Cam.
Oh, it's a good job that we don't have tinny cam now, because you'd just be getting a very wet GoPro. So your idea was...
the waterproof.
Oh yeah, but are they tinny proof? So you was gonna strap a GoPro to each one of your tinnies, so you'd need like 8 GoPros.
No, I'd like redo
Yeah. So you was gonna have...
ready in the fridge.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So when...
Say, oh, this is gonna skin me.
Yes. So when you mentioned the idea, you said I'll have like a GoPro on each of my tinnies. So like you're doing like the shot of like you're drinking it and opening it.
I was thinking like.
So I was picturing like a bucket of tinnies and just a GoPro on each, so you never had to like like strap it, and then there'd be like an extra image added onto the screen for each.
It's really not that much effort to like.
Just take it off.
Surely if it was just like a little strap. I just even hold it. It's not like a constant tinny cam. Like, we don't need, an hour and a half.
It's your idea. I was just asking about it.
Tinny's eye view.
Tinny's eye view.
Shakes his face.
TIV.
TIV. We'll get that for next episode. Tinny's eye view.
Yeah, so, I said that it was the end of horses and snakes section. But when I wrote this...
We've got another one.
When I wrote... No, this is just a quick one. It's just... There was so many facts, and I just thought, right, that's a good one. So this one's just like a little top trumps. So, lifespan, a horse or a snake. So you got horse. Oh no, so shit. I won't tell you what they are. So just lifespan.
Who wins?
Which one do you reckon lives longer?
The snake.
The longest living snake.
So if you guess the right one, you get a point, and if you guess in between 5 years, so say like 5 to 10 years, if you guess that, you get a bonus point. So Ben could actually finish off with like a tie here.
Where can I use these points?
Sainsbury's. Morrison's.
Direct conversion.
Yeah.
Nectar points.
Right, so...
May I see your nectar card?
Well, what we'll have to do is we'll have to do something where like whoever's got the most points,
Yeah, gets an extra tinny.
Yeah. Or just gets an unfrozen tinny.
This isn't good.
So... why don't you have the fucking
tinny
cam on that?
We need to, do you think GoPro will make a fucking tinny size accessory to fit on a can?
Well, no, but you just...
Yeah. I think they've already done it.
Good.
Done everything else.
Right, so horse or snake, which one
I'd
lives?
say a snake in this one.
Yeah.
Andy,
Yeah, I think snake.
any rough guess?
What? How? Like the oldest ever snake, or like the
No,
average,
so like the average,
snake? Age?
like from from like 25 to 30. Do you know?
What?
Do you know? So like
I was gonna say 80.
80 for a snake,
Yeah.
right?
I'm not so sure now with that reaction.
Obscene.
Right, Andy.
Well, I was thinking,
You got to think of turtles.
Am I guessing the oldest ever snake?
No, you're just guessing which one you think lives longer.
I'll go back to horse then. I was thinking like some like because you're saying snake and
It's just throwing me off.
It's very simple. It's horses or
no,
snakes.
but it's not specific. Enough. Like a
When you
horse.
say the word snake, it makes me think of horse for some reason. I don't understand. When you say snake, vice versa. What's the name of this podcast? Come on, Andy. Very simple.
Horse.
Horse lives longer.
Yeah.
Any rough estimate?
30. Why is that?
I don't know why it's funny. But I think it's because I'm 30. I'm just imagining me as a horse. I don't know why.
So your best horse. Like,
Because I'm 30.
I'm a horse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
So you're just picturing...
Just like a 30-year-old horse that you hang out with.
You sounded real upset. Well, because I'm 30 and like, I just don't want to be associated with a fucking horse.
Dying horse.
Dying. like a very lucky horse. Like, very lucky to be alive.
Well, it's
Well-
30 old for a horse.
What?
Is that old?
Well, you'll find out, won't you? Right. So, Andy, horses live between 25 and 30 years. So, Andy said a horse average 30. So,
Pretty good.
so depending on what snakes are, he's got 2 points for that.
4-0 already then.
Snakes live...
Oh no!
You done? Snakes...
Ban his microphone.
Ban it. Snakes live between 10 and 15 years. So Andy's got an extra 2 points.
I was thinking, the giant tortoises. Just an 8. I think a 30-year-old horse is funny, but an 80-year-old snake is just normal.
So horses are 25 to 30 years, but I did research what the oldest horse was, and it was 60. So it pretty much just doubled its lifespan.
What about the oldest snake?
That's like a human living to, like, what's like the average human age? Like 80. So that's like a human living to 160. That's how much of a miracle that horse was. Yeah, so fucking Andy, 4-0.
Let's go for oldest snake.
4-0. Are you enjoying the horses and snakes section, or do you think it's just like a joke that needs to die? Do you know what I mean? Is it? Do you think it's just like horse savile?
I think it gets the ball rolling.
The oldest snake is a fossil of a python, which is 48 million years.
There you go.
Well, that's cheating, isn't it? Yeah. So if you want to do some research on that, Andy, if you don't believe me, that's fucking very fair enough.
No, I presumed you didn't look up the oldest snake.
Well, you just have, and it's fake news, isn't it? Because you can't count a fossil.
Yeah.
It's basilisk, isn't it? The oldest snake.
It is.
Down in that chamber.
Was it like 11 years?
What?
11 years old.
I thought you were talking about the basilisks.
I was.
Oh, what? The actual band or the actual?
Oh, I meant the snake.
Yeah.
I just said the actual, but they don't exist. Right. So, like I was saying, whilst Jakesy was having was it a slash?
A moment.
There you go for a slash.
Yeah, I had a wee, and I took the beers up 3.
Yeah. Right. We all know that worked out. So, I messaged you a lot earlier, and I said like we wanted to do our main topic. I just thought it might be good about customer service, and that sounds like a real, like stereotypical kind of topic, but it's not really. It's about very like specific experiences in it that like we spoke about last time. So like me and Ben spoke about vape shops. Ben. All right. Me and Sven. Just me mate. Me and Ben spoke about vape shops. And we've got like and it was real funny because I always had this view on them, and then like when I spoke to him, it was like I know exactly, like they just make you like you just said to me, like they just make me feel like fucking shit.
Yeah, they don't want service when you go in there. That's the last thing they want.
Yeah, like all that they want to do is just like, well, just like you said, just make you feel like shit for like not knowing, like certain liquids and stuff. So like I think like so we'll speak about that one. So it's like, do you know you used to have those like Apple shops, and they'd have like a Apple Genius, do you know, like, and there was basically called that, weren't they, who could like help like you fix your shit, and like they thought that there was like real good because like they knew how like fucking shit worked at Apple. That's what I feel like it's like at vape shops, and it's like I've been vaping like for like 5 years. Like I smoked for like 10 years. So I feel like I've had to like get to know like the shit. Not to be like, oh yeah, like you see these people on like fucking YouTube who do like smoke shows and shit.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's not about that.
no, like I'm not into it like that. Like I just need it to just function. Yeah, like just to not smoke. So like I tried to get like quite into it, like to learn shit, and it's like I feel like I do know quite a bit.
Is that just so you don't get bullied when you get to the shop?
Well, that's why now, yeah, because so it's like
No, you've got to know your shit before you go to the shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you need to know what you're asking for, and like you need to know exactly what. And if you've got any questions, then like God help you, because they will just make you feel so worthless. So it's like I've gone in before, and I've been like, yeah, so like I bought this like from you, and it's like, and it's like I've been smoking it for like a while. Like I usually smoke it on like 40 watts, and it's like I just feel like some of the liquid seems to come up through like the pipe and stuff like that. And there's this one guy, and it's like I know what I'm doing, but like I'm just asking if there's anything. And he went, right, so the liquid's coming up through the what? I was like, yeah, so like I feel like I'm tasting it. It's like, what liquid you using, bro? And I'm like, so I'm just like using this stuff that like I bought from me, like from you. Like you said that it would be all right. Can't have been me, mate. I would never say that would be all right. Never. That's 80 mil. You want to be doing 50-50, 80-20. And I'm like, could you just tell me what the problem is? Because like I don't, like you're making me feel like shit. Like, and it was you that fucking saved me the shit. Like, you're not a genius. This job didn't even exist until 5 years ago. Your profession did not actually exist. You're just, like, this will probably be fucking gone. Like, this probably causes cancer. This will be gone in 5 years. You are nothing special. You're not a genius. You're fuck all. And you're just fucking speaking to me like you've gone to, like, fucking university to learn about fucking... I
don't think he did a course on him, but...
Well, no, but like that's the way that he's speaking about it. Like,
yeah, he's got a PhD in it.
Yeah, and he's just like, dude, and then like my fucking wife went in, and then to this same guy, and she said, hi, so like, I'm just like after this liquid, like I usually get like something that tastes like quite strawberry. I think it's in a 3 milligram or a 6 milligram. I don't really know what it is because it's usually my husband that buys it. And he went, right, we do a lot of different strawberry and a lot of different milligrams, so you're going to need to be more specific. And she said, well, like, it comes in like a bottle this big and like it just tastes like strawberry. Like, I was wondering if you could help me. And he went, so you say that your husband usually gets it? And she said, yeah. And he went, right, why don't we get your husband to come back? And I thought, like, I can't...
So he can deal with you as well.
Yeah,
he wants to wind you
like,
up as well.
It's just so that he can come wind me up. And it's like, so I said the same to you, and it's like, that's just my thing. Like, I just think it's obnoxious as fuck to act like you're so smart over just some, like, what is it? Just like a battery that heats up. Like
heats up juice, innit?
Yeah, that heats up juice.
Like
but it's like, you said the same thing to me, like,
But the first time I went in, and I didn't know anything about him, and I literally just went in and said, look, I don't know anything about him. Can you help me out? And he's just like, we recommend you do your research before you come in.
Well, like...
that's why I'm here, sir.
That's what I'm asking you for.
And it's just constant. He's like... I went in the other time. I have fun with him now because I know he's not going to save me. He don't want to save me when I go in. So I just go in, even if I don't want anything from the shop, I go in and ask a question. I just say, have you got one of these flavours? And he just goes, no. So, are you going to get some back in? Yeah. I go, thank you, mate. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. When?
And then the other guy, I don't know. I went in the next day for the same flavour, yeah, and he's just like, have you got any of that flavour? And he's like, yeah, in the back, mate, no worries. It's this one specific guy at that vape shop down Newland. Man, like, he must know. I go in with a big cheddar on my face.
So
like,
it's
just like, I'm going to ask you something real awkward now, and you're not going to answer me.
So, what? So it's like, you think that he knows that you don't like him?
Oh, yeah, by now. Because, like, oh, man, he's just so funny.
So, like, we recommend you do your research before you
That was the first time. That's when I knew I'd never met him before.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Have you not got time to make a sale today? Do you know?
No, that's the last thing they want. They don't want your business in vape shops. They just want to sit there on the high horse. It's like fucking taxis and all, isn't it? They don't want your business, is it? You ring a taxi here and it's like, you want a taxi in Hull? You're gonna be having a laugh, mate. Fuck off.
Some cockney guy. He's literally...
You're having a fucking laugh, mate. Fuck off.
Yeah, every time I've ever rung it after like a night out, it's like, oh, can I get a taxi? Yeah, when you want it to what? Straight away. It's like,
we go on.
Why give me the option then? Just say.
Why have a number to ring a taxi in the first place when you can't get one? They just send you to another number, don't they?
It's just like, so when he says when for, just start off by saying, I've got nothing more than from 1 hour's time, so when was you thinking from? Rather than just letting you do it. because he's waiting there with like a big fucking cheesy.
Have a guess when we might next have one available.
Like he's got like Nigel like next to him, like going, like just waiting for you to say it. As he goes, when for? Not fucking now, mate. Yeah, so like, I don't.
You're gonna fucking freeze to death.
So it's like I never felt like I like had this, like when I used to bring like taxis and stuff. But like after the last episode when I was speaking to you two, because I had to bring like a taxi to go home. And like that's when you two mentioned it, and like just something clicked, and I was like,
It's
"Oh,
all
fuck."
the time. We got one the other way.
Like
we
it's always like that, isn't it?
We got one to band practice the other day, and the guy showed up and he wouldn't let us in with a guitar. It was two of us and a guitar, and he wouldn't let us sit. He wouldn't fit in his boot. It was in a case, and so we was just like, "Oh, we'll put it on a knee on the back seat." And he was like, "No, you can't go in the back seat with a guitar. It voids my insurance." And we was like, "Right." Never heard of that one, but okay. He was like, "What I can do for you, mate, is I'll get an estate car sent, yeah." So he was like, "Yeah, okay, that's cool." So he went, and then after about 20 minutes, we rang the taxi company, and he hadn't told them about it, so we just had to wait. And we was like, "All right, can we have another taxi, but can you send a big one, because we've got a guitar with us, so we need a big taxi." And then yeah, and then we were like, we've been waiting for like 40 minutes now, so should we go back inside? And the woman on the phone was like, "Yeah, I would, yeah." And so we went back in, and the taxi eventually turned up. We tried to put the fucking guitar in the boot, and it wouldn't go in. And then the second taxi driver went, "I just put it on your knee, mate."
Yeah,
And it's like, well, what's the first guy's problem then?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to swap the battery.
Is it up to that point?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's what I mentioned earlier about the old
Just looked up to anything else.
the old switcheroo. Why, like, what's
So scared.
what's your battery at, Andy, on the sound?
Like 4%.
Oh, you're fucking cutting it fine, lad.
Yeah, it's like
It
fucking
was at 10, but
crystal
then
maze. You've got to keep
using-
the batteries alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be like a new... No, it shouldn't, because it was fucking stressful.
We're going.
Yeah.
We're going.
Are we good?
I could do it in this.
Oh no, I need a piss as well. Can we piss together? And
Oh, just go for a piss and
go for a
I'll
monologue?
yeah, I'll just have like a monologue.
Yeah, just read from the
Fucking hell.
book of Greg.
Like, I always knew that, like, I had to carry this podcast, but, like, I never thought I'd have to do it to this extent. Monologuing.
But I'm not gonna wait on him. I'll win it.
Yeah, so,
I can't believe that worked. It's an absolute Christmas miracle.
yeah, so, like, it's probably not just, like, a problem from where we're from, is it, Hull? Do you know what I mean? But it's...
Like, I've heard about people who live in villages who have that.
What, who, like, find it hard to get...
To get taxis on,
yeah.
you know, because they'll, like, go out on nights out, and their night out will be, like, maybe 15 miles away from where they live.
Yeah.
And, you know, and everyone has to get, like, group together to get, like, a big, you know, hour-long taxi to drop everyone off on the way home. And that.
Yeah.
But in a city, what is it? 250,000 city.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people laughing at you.
Yeah.
Laughing at
It's
you.
about 4 taxis, isn't they?
Yeah.
There's one for each number.
Yeah.
Like, they're absolutely shitting themselves
Yeah.
for Uber.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, because you just don't ever really hear this. Well, because I don't use Uber. Like, I don't even know if Hull has Uber.
No.
No.
Mate,
And it's like once they get Uber, then like they're fucked, because am I gonna ring someone to go,
yeah.
you want to use my service? You know,
Why would
fuck
you do that
off.
when you can press a button on your phone.
Yeah.
Ignore the guy.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, and something else that I find takes the piss as well is that, like, it works on the other side as well. So it's like when I order one and I say, like, when it's for, right, and they say, yeah, mate, that's fine, sorted. I'm like, oh, sweet. And then they all, because they've got that new thing now where, like, they basically text you, and they always show up like 15 minutes early, and then like they send like a few texts saying like, yeah, like, I'm here, mate. Do you know? And I'm like, well, like, it's 15 minutes early. Like, do you want me to come now, or do you want me to come when I'm ready? And then I'm just like, well, no, like, fuck off. Like, you're 15 minutes late. And then, like, I'll go to the taxi and he's like, finally. And I'm, well, like, I'm outside when you said, he went, it's very busy tonight. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you here so early then? Like, if it's that busy,
I didn't book you till past.
Yeah, and it's like they just fucking show up like that.
Too busy.
I'll have a beer, please, Andy. If you.
Andy! There you up.
I was going to say we need an Andy.
Sorry.
Where is...
Oh yeah, that broke, didn't it?
We broke both my speakers.
I think it's the cable. It must be.
Yeah. It must be the cable. We'll have to go without the soundboard today.
Tinny?
Yes, please, mate.
I'll just give it one quick go while he's out. And then we'll do just all
Oh, what are you touching?
You turned it down, that's why it's quiet. Can you hear me now?
No, it wasn't that. I didn't turn it down.
Wait, it's... No, sorry. You didn't.
No, you've just turned that mic up. It's still recording it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh well.
Yeah, it might work anyway. Yeah, so it's like I was gonna say, like, have you got anything more on like the whole taxis thing? But I feel like that's like the thing that you did right at the start was just so good. You know, like they're just like you're having a laugh, but it's like
They just infuriate me.
because it's just like why answer the phone, right?
You've
If-
got someone sat behind the desk all the time turning people down. She
and then
loves it.
And then it's just like the vape shop thing. It's like, don't make me feel shit for wanting to just use your service.
Exactly.
And it's like your fucking vape shop guy asking you to do research before you come in. It's like, well, that's what you're here for.
No, but
innit?
the other guy, the shop I use anyway, it's like he's real. It's like fucking, you know, like the angel and the devil, but kind of anyway. Like you go in and then just depending on which one it is, it's like you're gonna have a real sound conversation.
Yeah.
He's gonna help you out, you know, and show you things you don't know. And then the other guy's just, I don't know, he must be his son or something. He's just
like, I was just doing it to like help him out. But it's like, if like just sometimes, well, because when I've gone to my vape shop, and
loads.
it's
Thanks.
What, loads of betas?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
That's alright.
and it's like the guy that's because mine's the same as yours. I've got one who's like a
I didn't
cunt.
need that either.
I've got one who's like an absolute dickhead, and then like I've got one who's like really fucking sound who like takes his time to help me out. And I've actually fucking spragged on like the shit guy, you know, like a few times when like I've
I've
gone.
done that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just say thanks, mate. That other guy's alright. So
Yeah. So like I've actually said, you know what? Thanks so much for your help, because every time that I come when it's the other guy, he just talks to me like I'm a fucking idiot, and he thinks that he's like this fucking vaping genius.
God.
And he's like, yeah, we always get that. And I'm like, well, someone say something to him.
Yeah, sack
Yeah,
him.
just fucking get rid of him.
Do you want business or not?
Maybe he's a vape god. That's why they can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
God.
Maybe he just like owns the rights to it or something. I don't know. So was there any of us like in like the things of like taxi or vapes like with that kind of like obnoxious shit, or like, is there any of us that you think goes under the umbrella of like taxi and vape, or have you had a taxi yet after COVID? Or, like, have they been funny about you like wearing like a mask or out?
No, I haven't actually. I don't think. Luckily, I passed my test like a week before.
Yeah.
That wasn't...
Well, I think the only ones that I've got is like after this podcast, and like I've worn my mask, and like the first one that I had, it was like, take that off, boy, I don't give a shit. No. It was like, take that off, mate, I don't give a shit. No fucking masks in here, get it off. And like I was like, oh yeah, fair enough, because I don't really give a shit either. But I was thinking like, what if I really did give a shit?
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
it off.
Yeah. Seriously, get it off or get out. But I was like, so I was just like, all right, okay then. But then I just thought, like, what if I was real nervous about it? And like, I was, no, like, it's fine. Like, would he have pushed it? You know, to be like, get the fucking mask off, boy. I had like kind of one of these. I actually spoke about this on my old podcast, but I don't know if any of you heard it. But I went to MacD's, and I asked for just a sausage patty. Right? Do you know like what it is? What I'm talking about? Or
What,
do you
sausage
just
patty?
like
Yeah.
The meat.
no, but like I'm saying like.
Oh, that thing. No, maybe. I don't know,
Yeah,
you'll have to
because
check.
like I've already said this,
I don't know.
and like I was
I
arguing.
thought you meant sausage patty.
Do you know what a
what I'm on
sausage patty is?
What do you mean, like the breakfast patty? But just like the meat.
Yeah, so like when
Whack it on a tray, don't you?
when you order like a sausage and egg McMuffin, just like the circular sausage disc. So I asked for just one of them, just wrapped up.
Is that what you asked for? A circular sausage disc wrapped up.
What?
But carry on.
Well, you fucking sound like the bloke now. Why?
Is that what you said? Why?
Right. So I asked for just a circular sausage patty because I was getting breakfast for myself, and then my son, the only thing that he'll eat for he won't have like the full sandwich.
He just wants the meat.
So he'll just eat the sausage and like the hash brown. So I thought, well, could you do us like a sausage patty for 90p or something, rather than So I asked for just the sausage patty, and then he went, just the sausage patty? Why? And I was like, well, it's really none of your business, but that's just, but I just want the piece of meat because that's all that I want. And he went, yeah, we don't do that anymore. And I'm like, well, I used to work at McDonald's, and I was like, you can order fucking anything that you want, and they'll just find a way to charge you for it. Yeah. And I said, like, why don't you do it? And he went, well, because a lot of people just order sausage patties for the dogs. And then we basically got a phone call off of the RSPCA, and they said, don't sell just the sausage patties for people that want them for the dogs because they're full of salt and they can make them dehydrate. And I said, okay, interesting, but I'm not buying it for my dog. I'm buying it for my son. And he went, rules are rules, mate. Rules are rules. And I was like, what? So you've made a full rule because you don't want fucking dogs dying of salt? So...
I'm glad I know that, because I literally did that yesterday.
What did you do?
Did they save you it?
I got a double Big Mac, and because it's too much, it's too many patties. But I just took one out and fed it to the dog.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not gonna work.
maybe that might be all right.
No, well, I won't be doing it consistently.
I feel like the sausage is a lot saltier than the than like the burger
It's
meat,
probably still not good.
and it's probably fine from it. It's probably just
Well,
the
once in a while treat, man. It's not like you go into the drive-through every day with your dog and 3 more patties.
yeah, like fucking like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I get 40 patties, please.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that sounds like a good rule for dogs, but this is for my son. And I was like, no, sorry, mate, no, can do. And I was like, well, what if I just bought the sausage and egg McMuffin, binned off the egg and the muffin, and then just fed it to my dog? That's your prerogative, mate. Right. But then, by that logic, that's like me going to the supermarket and just buying a thing of table salt, and then like the guy being, nah, mate, you could feed it to your dog. We just don't sell table salt anymore. It's just the same logic, innit? But I feel like this guy at MacD's had that little tinge to him. Like, as soon as he got the order from like head office not to sell single sausage patties, he was waiting for it.
That's my moment of power.
Yeah. And like he was waiting for it, and like as soon as I came in there asking for it, he was like, yes,
You got a dog?
Yeah.
You're trying to kill your dog, are you?
Trying to kill your dog, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Like he just got his moment in the sun, and I knew it. And
Let him have it. Let him have it. What was he on the drive? I used to work on the drive-through.
Yeah.
One fucking.
And then I also had that as well, like going to McDonald's, like post-COVID. Like after like the first lockdown, and then like they opened up McD's for you to like sit in as normal, but they had like COVID police like walking around, like I don't know if you ever went in.
I've been in since COVID.
So this was in like October when it was back open but not, and like I went to basically sit in, and then like they said to me on like the door, they said like, have you got the app? Like you have to have that track and trace app, and I said I don't have it on my phone, and they said right, well like you need to download the app, and I said I don't have my phone on me, like please may I just come in for a meal, and like. I had my phone on me, but I was like, no, I ain't doing it. Like, because I could see them, and it was that power again.
Yeah.
Like they were
I've
just
noticed
loving
it
it
with
because
the NHS when
Yeah.
we went to pub that time. And
Yeah.
she was fucking loving it.
Yeah,
She's
she was
like, "Have you got
loving
the
it.
app?" No.
yeah, no, right. Give me your phone. I'll download it for you.
I give her it as well.
What are you doing? Like,
Yeah, she couldn't get on it 'cause it was all like fucked up with the password and stuff.
yeah.
So she couldn't get on it. She just let me in. Eventually, she had to let me in. Like,
It'd just been pure.
yeah. And I was like, well, she was like, every pub uses it. I was like, none of the pubs on that side of all use it.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, they're all wankers then, aren't they?
Oh, it's just like they've just got this little taste of power, haven't
yeah, they love
and
it.
they're just loving it. Yeah, so it's like they said to me about doing the app, and I was just, but it's like, what if you're like, oh, like I've only got like a Nokia 3310, like I don't even have a smartphone. What are they gonna do? Just, so they said right. So I was arguing, and then my wife just got sick of it, and she said, right, I've got it. Just do it. And I was like, you fuck no. Do you know what I mean? Like
She hasn't.
yeah. So then they basically just let us in. And then like they told us where to sit, and then like I stood up to go to the toilet, and I stood and they went, "Where you going?" I was like, just to the toilet. There's someone in. Wait. Wait, who are you speaking to? Like, I'm in McDonald's. Like, but it's just that tinge of power, like we said. And then like I started to get pissed off of it. So like halfway through it, I just like wanted some more sauce. So I just like stood up and I said, "Am I allowed to get some sauce, please?" And they went, "Yes, just follow the guidelines to do." But I just when we was doing
Sauce.
yeah, like
Sauce.
just fucking like raise your hand or something. But just when we was doing this, I was like, that really does come into like the whole customer service thing, because I just think some people just love to be wankers about the whole thing.
Yeah.
So like, haven't like you two had any like?
It's like a new lease on life, isn't it? Having all these new rules that they can apply.
Well, yeah, because like it just makes them feel like they've got authority, whereas like I'm
Why
not.
does it though? Like, we're all in the same shit together.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Yeah,
It just makes it harder. Like, surely you if you're a pub or a restaurant right now, you want people to be friendly and shit.
and
It's
that's
like the first thing you do. Oh, where's your app? Your NHS app.
yeah.
If you've got a shit job that you don't like, then that's giving them so much more purpose. It's just like, I'm saving the world.
Well, yeah, like that's it, because they'll be like, in their head, after all this is over, and like they'll be thinking that like when they're talking to the grandkids, they'll be like, I was serving on the front line, the virus was everywhere,
Oh yeah.
and I was on the front door. I had my fucking gear on. I had like my helmet and like my plasma cannon and that, like and
Stood outside of Mickey D's.
yeah, like. And everyone else was locked down at home. Nobody dared come out, and I was there, and I made sure that everything went like,
Talking like a veteran.
yeah,
Don't
it's
care,
like,
fucking-
yeah,
fucking well.
it's like they know that the life's that boring, that like they're waiting for the day when they can say to the grandkids like, I did the right thing. That cunt tried to stand up for some sauce, and I told him what to like,
You don't know how good life is. Now.
yeah. I don't know, like, because with the whole COVID thing, like, I don't know where, like, you two kind of stand on it. But I think, like, I'm just of demand, like, just kind of just do, like, take it as, like, personal responsibility. Like, if you're vulnerable, or if you have vulnerable people in, like, your family, then, like, don't go see them, Yeah. But, like, there's no... It's like you said, like... Everyone's in the same boat. You don't need to be a dick about it.
You don't have to make it any worse than it already
Yeah.
is. It's like...
And it's like that fucking woman at that pub was a dick to you.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like you got the last laugh because now like the pubs are fucking shut again. So
So I'm winning.
yeah. So like she's out of a job. Do you know what I mean? Like she like made it very, very difficult for you to just come and get a pound that day.
Yeah.
Like, and now like they're just in like the fucking shit again. But it's like if you two had any of that, like like people asking you to wear masks, or like people
Not
like being...
so much around this area.
Are you like of the man that like just fucking follow the rules?
Yeah, I
Not,
mean,
like,
don't
just anything for like a quiet life.
yeah, just
Because
like
that's what I'm like. To
I've
be honest.
I've respect, like, for this fucking thing, whatever it is. But then at
Yeah.
the same time, like, the rules are so stupid. It's
Yeah.
like one of my mates goes to work with like, and they're allowed to work with like 50 people on a construction site, all fine, and then but they're not allowed to hang out after work. It's
Yeah,
like fucking
yeah.
bonkers.
Well, yeah,
It's
like
just shut up now. I think it's just by spring, man. Everyone's gonna have enough of this, and
that's
like,
the thing.
You
Like,
know, I haven't played like music for live music for like nearly a year now. It's like.
well, that's the thing because you're lucky because most of your income is from like YouTube and stuff. So like, you're able to survive, but like the actual.
That's all it is, though, surviving. It's not fun.
Oh
it?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like,
But like the actual, but like people that earn like all of the money from.
Smashing tinnies.
I'm just surviving.
I'm just trying to fucking survive, boys. But
You
like,
don't know what it was like when I was in.
but like, the people that like only make money from like live music or like the arts and shit, like they're fucked, aren't they?
Yeah, all my friends like who don't have a YouTube thingy. They're
Yeah.
all musicians. Like they haven't gigged for like nearly a year now, and
Yeah.
it must be crazy. Like
And it's like when it all booted off, like you saw like loads of them doing like Twitch gigs and stuff.
and
But
yes, it just all fizzled out. It's hard to keep up unless you have a following.
it's just not the same, is
It's
it?
not.
Like you go to a gig to be like out and have like a few beers and shit, don't you?
I know. Can you even imagine being at like a gig where everyone's moshing and it's like all sweaty? You're like shoulder to shoulder. Everyone's
No,
singing
yeah.
along. You know, like
It's just
it
weird,
seems
isn't it?
like alien now, but it will happen again. And
But don't you think it's really weird how this has been like less than a year, but it already feels like the new normal? Like it's been less than a year, and you're already saying like, could you imagine going to a gig?
it's meant to.
Yeah, like it's just how fast.
But it gets in your mind so much. Like I was watching Harry Potter the other day, and like they all got to Hogwarts. I was like, bloody well, where's all the masks? Like, they ain't got the masks on. But it's only for the first like 2 seconds. But you know what I mean? It's like it's there.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had that. Definitely.
When you went to what?
When you went to Hogwarts.
What do you mean?
When I was in
I was there, yeah. That was me.
I've thought that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's real scary though, isn't it? How fast you can be like kind of trained into just normal.
Yeah, it feels real obnoxious now. If like groups of people are too close, it feels
Yeah.
like naughty.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if like everyone's real to themselves in the street, like everyone's keeps distance and like sort of just like
Like walking into
yeah, like
traffic,
everyone's
you
like
know,
it's like no one's got any
everyone-
personality in the street. Like NPCs on games, everyone just walks
Yeah.
to their location, goes you know.
Like on set routes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I just remember the good old days when there was fucking chavs shouting across the street and like people doing monos and stuff, and just like
They're still doing that.
Yeah.
They're not following the rules. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, because it's like I read something like on Christmas Day, and it was like I are having like the government telling me that I can go to work and mix with 50 people and then like not see like my family like on Christmas Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Because and that's the thing, like the rules, everyone just like every rule just like kind of just like contradicts the next rule, and it's just this weird thing, and it's like how can you be expected to say like
to
you can
take it seriously.
yeah,
That's
take
the
it
worst thing. It's
seriously.
like at
That's-
first it was like, oh shit, there's a virus. Let's but now it's just like, and then because we nearly came out of it.
And I was fully on board then. Like,
Yeah.
I was fully on board when there was like, right, there's a virus. We all need to lock down to make sure that like shit goes okay. And I'm like, I can get behind that. But then there was like, right, you don't have to lock down anymore, but like you can
You can all come out to play now.
yeah, but you can only see like your fucking mum on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or like you have to wear like a top hat when you fucking see like your nan and stuff, and it's like all this. Do you know what I mean? Just all these weird fucking rules that just none of them make sense. I don't know, but I mean, we're obviously breaking the rules now doing this. Yeah, I don't know.
Not what I thought it was gonna be.
Is it working now?
No, I've really whacked that.
Sounds like it's
Oh
underwater.
yeah, no.
I'm in your house, can you find me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You wouldn't lie to me, boy.
I don't know.
Oh,
It
no,
still
that
sounds a bit
sounds-
muffled.
He said he promises.
Yeah, it's still muffled.
Is it recording like thingy anyway? Yeah. Right.
It can at least be like added on.
Well, that was good because like I didn't really want to
Go
talk.
through and dub them all. Sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Your job.
I didn't really want to like talk about COVID because it's just a bit overdone in it. But I feel like we've kind of done it in that whole thing.
Yeah, it's hard not to, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got about 15 minutes on that.
Oh, what? Right. I need to have it.
I just mean battery. Yeah.
If you want to do like, well, not like a break because it's all one video in it. But I'll go for a piss if you two want to.
Ooh, the fucking volume levels are all over this shop in there. Well, we are 1 hour 12, Chris. So
I'm gonna have a go on Chris's mic. See if I sound sexy.
oh,
Oh.
you're gonna have to blare your face out.
Do I sound sexy and smooth?
I'll make you look sexy on this with this lens. You ready?
We're just gonna be
Give me
weird
your
and
sexiest podcast intro. We'll use it for the intro. Go on.
smooth.
I was expecting a bit more than that. But...
Bit more.
Well, I don't know what it.
In what way? Like more arms?
Yeah, more arm movement. One more.
Wait.
I'll pull it out first. Yeah.
Sexy and I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. Chris has left us and we don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. I can have a look in his book.
No, you might have some secret horse facts that we're not allowed to know
Alright,
about.
I'll read from the beginning. We'll just do the beginning again. 23 to 30 years. Oh, thank God. He's back.
Andy tried to hearse.
We were panicking. It was going all wrong.
Panicking, he jumped straight in his seat. I can do this, fuck that guy.
Oh. Well, you were prepared.
You'll just stand there, Andy. I think that we know.
Oh, we?
Fucking hell. Right. So, what was you talking about? Is there anywhere for me to pick up from?
Oh, absolutely not.
So, just before we move on then, with the customer service thing, was there any other bits that you guys wanted to do on that? There's one more for me. It's, and like I've already told you this, it links to like the COVID thing a bit. But like this one for me was the worst because I rang like a few different fucking places. So when it was lockdown, I had like a little bit of time off work, and I had I had some spare like money because I was supposed to be going on holiday, and then like that obviously got cancelled. So I had some spare money, so I was going to do the decking in my garden. So I just needed some wood. But then obviously everybody had like the same thought. So I rang up wood shops, which literally just sell wood.
Yeah.
And I was, just rang up. I was like, "Hey there, mate. Just wondered if you have any wood." I was like, "All right, okay." It was no chance, mate. Not a fucking chance. And I was like, "Okay, like when do you think that you'll have wood?" No wood, mate. No wood, mate, for a good few months. Okay, cheers, bud. Bye. And I was like, why answer your phone? Why pay? Why be open in the sense?
That guy's
Getting paid.
A wage to laugh at people down the phone.
Which is good for that guy.
It's like a sick job.
Yeah.
Why is every guy who has a business in Hull fucking like real sarcastic southerner?
Yeah. I was gonna say.
You gotta be kidding, mate!
I was gonna say like.
The epidemic.
Yeah.
Every business in Hull, real sarcastic.
You're having a fucking babble, mate. Like, I don't know. For some reason, they're all just Londoners, even though we're in the north. But yeah, but when I said that to you, I was just like, because that was like a few shops, and there was just called like Woodyards, and like it like one after I was, it wasn't like I was after a certain type of wood, like a rare, type of wood.
Specific.
Like I was after just building the frame, which you just need like normal, just like two before.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why do you keep answering the phone, and why are you paying someone like Jakesy said to just fucking laugh at you? And I just think that's obviously a problem. So we're gonna move on. We didn't do this last week, but we kind of did.
What's that?
And this is. Shall I just wait for Andy? Andrew?
Depends what he's doing, innit?
Just found something in your fridge.
Pulled pork 2012.
Pulled pork 27/12.
Is that your new band name?
Yeah. That's my new.
Are you actually going to explain it or what?
No.
Alright, okay.
Although I think that's my
None of your fucking business!
I think that's my mum's writing.
That's your mum's writing.
Yeah.
The mystery continues.
Ben, check the fridge.
She's in danger. she's leaving me clues.
check the fridge, Ben.
Just write that, you'll know what it means.
Right. Yeah, I was speaking to you, Andy, and this is something that I used to do on my other podcast. Hypotheticals, just hypothetical questions. I didn't know if you had one or not. You said that you might do. Surprised me.
You put me on the spot, yeah?
Well, I've not, because I messaged you like about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I said I might, I didn't.
Right, okay then. Ben?
Hypothetical. Oh, I thought one the other day, but I forgot what it was.
It's good.
Og's got loads, man, but they're all horses and snakes. I think you'd be the only person disappointed if this didn't stay about horses and snakes.
Well, I've
Every
got...
episode. He's fully committed to that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because...
Did you get one off Og?
No, so like Og's question last week was fucking amazing. So that was like for the mailbag. And I messaged him and I was like, thank you so much for that question. And then he said, no problem, bud. And then I asked him if he had another one. And he sent me this, which is not a question. So this isn't the mailbag yet, but let's have a look. Don't know how I can get this onto the screen. Just those two images.
So this is...
So just read out the creepy fact one.
Amu Haji is the world's dirtiest man because he hasn't bathed in 60 years. He eats rotten animals and smokes feces out of a pipe. He believes that cleanliness brings him sick.
Was that written by Og or?
Sounds like smoke, right? The second one's someone making kebabs out of snakes.
Yeah. So I don't know if that
Is that something to talk about this week?
that like might have been a hypothetical. Like what would we rather do? Like meet the dirty man or eat a snake kebab? But it's not totally.
It's not totally clear that
No.
one. No.
And I'm just not exactly sure what Og meant by that. But if you two don't have any hypotheticals, I thought I'd keep it basilisk related. Where are we? Krusty Croc. So,
Okay. Hey up. Battery. Quick!
battery.
No fucking around.
What a fucking shit show this is with these batteries.
No, it needs to go quick though. Well, I do want you to do it, yeah.
Is this the first time that you've switched them?
No, the second. So we're doing pretty well. Yeah, we're on. So yeah. The problem is Jakesy forgot his charger and we've got the same laptop, so we're just trying to keep... Well, what did you do then?
It's not.
You left it on purpose?
No, it's just not. It's not there. It's always there.
So when you get home, are you ordering like a new one then? Since it's
Aileen's getting put into fucking tier 7.
what's that? Just being locked in a cage in your room?
Yeah, I just put her under the stairs and batter her with a sock full of pull
All right. I really hope that we don't escalate to that nationwide. So yeah, yeah.
You're all going into tier 7. Tony Blair or whatever.
Tony Blair.
It's fucking...
Have you not watched the news since 1997?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. So the reason why we got this shit show going on is, he says, so that laptop
He's now on charge.
is now on charge, and Jake's laptop,
is running
which is
out.
doing the sound.
Somewhat.
We've got the sound no one on the video on. Why?
And we've only got one laptop charger.
Have we not got this rigged by now?
It's only 2.
How do you get worse for a second episode, though? Do you know what I mean?
Not worse.
No, it's
It's just different.
yeah, we've tried more with less.
We thought we'd experiment. We thought we'd see if it would be better with only one laptop charger or not.
I paused and restarted that one.
It adds like tension though, doesn't it?
Paused it just so that it's got time to. In case the
Adds
car
tension.
fly
What?
over.
In case it's about to crash any
Yeah,
second.
it just makes us just wanna get through these topics faster. So hypotheticals. We need like a good snake-related name for this section. I'll leave that with you, Andy. So
And
it's nothing complicated. It's just picture this. You wake up, right, and you just look out of your bedroom window, just open the curtains and that. It's either your front garden or like your back garden, whichever. And there's just 20 crocs outside, just out on the street.
inconvenient.
Just like normal crocs, but
Standard crocodiles.
yeah, but you can see that they're all very interested in your house. It's not like there's just like it's not like there's like the whole like streets 20. Your next door neighbour's looking out his house and thinking, what has he done? You know,
Yeah.
what's my neighbour done?
They're all gathered at his
Yeah, like they're all just like at like your door, like hissing and snarling and
So
stuff.
like
And
he feels safe. Like that's how interested in my house.
I wouldn't say completely safe because I still feel like I would not want to leave my house, but I'd be like, at least I'm not in next door
Yeah, I'd
situation.
be like, I thought I trusted my neighbour.
Yeah. So
What
I'd
did he do? This-
yeah.
racist.
So I'd be like, I won't leave my house, but I'm not going to ring the police just yet because they don't seem to be interested in me. So you look out and you're like, there.
Oh, but he don't give a shit about me.
Well,
He's not ringing the
well,
police.
yeah, but then like,
because they're not looking at
but
him.
then like Ben said, he's thinking, well, what's he done to deserve that?
Oh, so he thinks it might be like just.
Yeah, he thinks it might be just good. Well, the Lord
We had
works
it coming.
Yeah, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Why didn't you ring the police
Yeah,
when there was 1,000?
I
crocodiles
s-
outside?
I told him to keep that music down. Yeah, so you look outside, 15 crocs, very interested in like just your property. Let's say you look out your front and you think, right, at least I can go for a mooch round the back, and there's 15 round the back as well. All of the exits.
No idea.
Well, no, but what are you thinking? Real life situation.
So who are we? The guy who's getting done by the crocs or the guy next door?
I don't know.
That
Like
changes it, doesn't it? Like,
the guy next door was just because I was trying to emphasise the fact that like
yeah, but it's almost as
Maybe
good a
you are
question,
the
isn't it?
guy. Like-
It's a good as question. It's like, what would you do if you woke up and you saw your neighbour had 20 crocodiles? Like,
you never had 20
you know,
crocs.
what would you do then?
You'd just fucking bang on the wall, mate. Alan, are you aware of this? Like, just bang on the wall. Have you looked outside? And then like
Out
Alan's,
the window.
and
You're
then
fucked.
you're fucked, mate. The neighbour works for Hull Taxes. You're fucked. Fuck off.
You think you're gonna live?
No chance.
Not a chance tonight, mate.
Yeah, so and then like you fucking knock back through the wall. I'm well aware. Yeah, so like I don't know which is funnier, the neighbour or you. Right, well then we'll start.
Yeah, I think if it was me, I'd
What if you were the neighbour and you was like, what? You know, like, what's all this about? You just heard back like, not a fucking clue, mate.
No. Oh, wait there. Oh, where the fuck is it? No, wait. So you're the neighbour, and then like you fucking knock on the door, like you fucking knock on the wall, like Alan, what the fuck's going on outside your house?
What do you mean?
And then he goes and looks, and then you just hear, oh my fucking god! It's like you're the fucking one to break it to him.
Neither Alan or the fucking guy. Who's wait,
you.
The guy.
You,
Yeah.
so...
Is Alan your neighbour?
No, I think it's Chris.
What?
Chris is Alan. He's just...
No.
Hey, Alan.
I'm the neighbour.
No, so... Right. No, so you're you. You're you, right?
Yeah.
This is going in a way that I didn't think.
Alan's your next door neighbour.
Right, so you're you, and Alan's your next door neighbour, and the Crocs are, like, harvesting around Alan's house.
Harvesting.
Well,
What, like the Harvest Festival?
no,
They give
not...
you beans to Asda.
That was the wrong word. What's...
Loitering.
Loitering. That's nothing like harvesting.
No loitering outside Alan's house.
Yeah. So
Only
they're,
2 Crocs at a time.
so they're all loitering outside Alan's house, but there's 20 of them, and Alan's only got like a small, entrance. So there's like a few little strays, like having like a little kind of sniff around yours, and like you poke your head out the window, and then like one of them looks at you and be like, yeah, like I'm at Alan's, but don't think that you're safe,
I'm here for Alan.
Yeah, I'm here for Alan, but like, don't try any funny business. Yeah.
So the neighbours are just trying to pile the crocodiles off on each other, aren't they? I don't want Al to do it. No, Alan, fuck off. I had to deal with them last week.
What do they want?
Your bloody turn.
What do they want?
Must be cheap house prices.
Do you know what they want? Is that part of the question?
No.
Oh, right.
I don't know what they want. No one does. You can't speak to them, can you? The Crocs.
Does the situation ever get resolved?
um,
Who do you call?
well, yeah, that's the thing. Do you ring the police?
Who can you call? Like, where is it? In Hull?
Well, for a start, I'd ring Hull Taxis.
I need a taxi, right?
Yeah. I need a taxi right now. What, Crocs? You're having a laugh.
They better have a mask.
Right, so would you ring the police? Or
Nah, don't get them involved.
is it a crime?
It's not you're not doing it, are you? You're not
You
doing
go
it.
full vigilante, don't you?
What do you mean?
Just dealing with it yourself.
Okay.
20 Crocs.
That's the good thing then. How? So if like you want to deal with 20 Crocs, do you think that you can outrun them? Poison. Do you have poison on you? Because you'll have to go to shop.
You've got to kill 20 Crocs. This is a serious question as well. You have to kill 20 Crocs.
Do I have to get physical?
No, you can kill them however you want. That's the whole point. But you're in your house and there's 20 Crocs on the driveway. How do you kill them? Realistically.
Chin snips. One snip at a time for 20 years. Or you don't have to kill them. Like
No, you don't even know what they want.
like
Feed them. I would do that first. Feed them. That's your answer. See if they're hungry.
see if they're
Feed them, and then you fuck off now. Go to fucking someone else's house. Then I'd call the cops.
just the way that you said. Just like wax them out the window. Okay, you've eaten. Fuck off now.
I've given one piece of ham. 20
Yeah.
Crocs. What more do you?
Fuck off now. So I think that's a good thing to feed them. And if they sniff the food, and they're just not interested, so they're not hungry, then what do they want?
Well, I think,
Then they want your house, don't they?
I think
Then they want the digs.
what I'd do is
I'm like,
I'd
it's
go
not
on-
for sale. Shut the curtains.
I'd go on Google and I'd have a look at what the maximum speed for a crocodile is. And,
You could
and
just
then-
ask me, mate.
Then, well, when I'm in this situation, I'll
Yeah, phone,
Okay.
phone a
Give
friend.
you a
You can
call.
phone a friend.
All right. So if you go on Google and you find out what the maximum speed is,
Chris!
How's that going to help?
how are you going to test your
Chris!
speed in like your room?
Chris, I need you.
Yeah. What's up, mate?
So I've rang you and I've
Yeah.
screamed Chris 3 times down the phone
Yeah.
before you've said anything. There's crocodiles outside my house. I don't, for some reason.
Do you promise?
Yes.
These cats have been.
Oh no. Fucked it.
He said he promises.
Yeah, go on. Smooth.
For some reason, my internet don't work. It's on the phone. Can you find out what the maximum speed a crocodile can run? Because I've got 20 crocodiles outside of my house on my driveway, and I think I might have to outrun them. Can you do this with me?
You should really do your research before you ring me. Goodbye.
It's some real weird episode of Who Wants to Be a Leader.
do. 50-50.
That was it. I only have 150.
Yeah. You-
That's the phone plan I've got in my house. It's like a millionaire 50.
Ask the audience.
Put your phone down. Chris Tarrant's just sat on the sofa. Well, you've had your phone a friend. Your crocodiles are still out there.
All right, I'll have.
What's your final answer?
I'll have.
I'll do it.
And then you use ask the audience, and you think, right, I'll just ask the audience, and then the audience is just the crocs.
Yeah.
So
You get like 25% hungry, 25% what are interested in your house, 25% want a whole taxi. The other 25% want to go to a vape shop.
you're like, well, that doesn't help. Yeah. So realistically, what are you doing? Are you bringing the?
I'd do a runner.
You're in your house. You don't have to do a runner. They're not getting in.
I've
Are they real crocs? Or are they like humanoid ones, like crusty crocs?
No,
you
they're
know,
just
like
real
in fucking
crocs.
waistcoats and pitchforks and
You just
shit.
shut the curtain and go back to bed.
Yeah,
just wait it out.
Yeah. They're
Like-
not gonna last long.
yeah.
If we're at York, in Willoughby, they're not gonna last long. Council will be there soon.
It's like
Then you hadn't seen
it's like you can't even have like a gypsy fucking like you can't even have like a gypsy just like park on a field or just camp on a field for more than 12 hours before council's moving them.
Yeah.
If you
I had gypsies opposite me for
if like you're like stupid enough to see the crocs and be like, right, I'm gonna jump out the window, do a fucking parachute roll and run down the street. No, just wait it out. The council will be around in seconds.
So that's our answer. What would you do if you found 20 crocs on your driveway?
I
Wait
feel
for
like
council.
It was a trick question. I
Yeah.
felt like
It's
like
all
the whole
fake.
point-
It's a hypothetical question, of course it's fake.
I felt like the whole point of the question was to get out of the house.
Well,
Yeah, that's like the easiest answer is just don't do anything.
all right, so
Yeah, not my problem.
It's more your problem. That's terrible.
It's Alan's problem.
yeah. Just the neighbour. What the fuck has he done now? I don't know. Like, if like you was gonna get out of the house, like I think that you could easily outrun some crocs, couldn't you?
I don't know.
It's not about outrunning them. It's about opening the door and like if they're right outside your door, you'd have to like jump over like a few of them, wouldn't you? But I don't know. Sometimes crocs seem quite chilled. What's the difference between alligators and crocs?
Something to do with the shape of the nose. Well, I think crocs are bigger, aren't
They're
they?
a different animal.
Well, yeah, but. Okay.
No, so, right.
They're worlds apart.
No, so
That's it.
you knock on the wall. You're like, Alan, there's 15 crocodiles in your garden. Actually, the alligator. Fuck you, then, Alan. Actually, they're alligators.
They're alligators.
Yeah.
Alan's a wanker, man.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah, I just think we've established you just do fuck all, just wait for the council to sort it out. So you two didn't do any hypotheticals then? Next week, I would like one from you.
No, I've got a different idea for a new section altogether for next week.
Right, so
Whenever we do.
I even thought to myself, I was like, that's the best thing about this, and then I just didn't think of one.
What do you mean?
Didn't try. The hypotheticals. It's by far the best thing in a podcast
Yeah,
that I've heard.
that's what I mean.
think
Because
it's hilarious, but I don't know why I didn't try and think of it.
well, yeah, because it's like that's what I like. That's what I used to do in my other.
In my old podcast.
No, but like, and that's what I think's fun. But
Yeah, that was the best bit, to be fair with you, Alan.
but I'd never planned on doing that. But then when we got sent that one from Og, I was like, that's fucking hilarious. So just we may as well have at least one. Do you know what I mean? And it like doesn't even have to be like a would you rather dinner. It just 15 crocs in it, and then just see where it goes.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah. So next week we'll do 15 snakes, right? So should we go?
Oh, we're going Ben's mind.
Oh, go on then. So should we go to the mailbag, Andy?
Oh, yeah.
We need
Forgot.
we need like a
It's in
sound
the
thing for the mailbag. Need like a little soundboard, boy.
Yes.
Right, sorry about the dead air. Here we go. So we got sent in from. Oh, shall I wait for Ben?
No.
No.
Oh, God, I can't lean on anything.
So we got.
This is real uncomfortable.
So the mailbag we got sent in from. Here he comes anyway. Ben can sit there for a minute.
Yeah.
We switched places for a bit.
So we got sent in on Instagram from Rafiku55.pdf. It sounds like a bot follower, but it's not.
Yeah, that does
Right.
sound like a human.
Right. Raku55.pdf.
Raku.
Yeah. No.
.pdf.
Yeah. Right. Rafiku55.pdf is a real person. Right.
It's a sick joke, to be fair. If he's
And
a real
he
person.
sends in to the mailbag. Is purple an okay colour?
Yeah, I reckon.
It's alright, next.
Okay. But what does he mean by that?
Is it okay?
Is purple an okay colour?
Well, no, it's like, I'd say it's above. Above okay.
Yeah, it's above average colour.
It's like, I don't know, like 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, right.
I don't know. Purple's,
Fucking hell.
Yeah, pretty good.
Right, and then we got
Shit question.
Is
that it? Is that honestly all he said?
yeah. Is purple an okay
He's-
colour?
I think he's been nasty.
He just wants to ruin the show.
And he has.
Right, it's ending now, and you can all thank
Make
Rafiku.
sure we get the pedigree logo. That's our sponsor.
I just don't know what he meant by it. I just thought maybe there was something that I might have been missing. We've got.
Lady piss.
Oh, we need to get you like a.
Yeah, like a colostomy bag or something. is that shit or piss?
That's for shit.
Shit myself all episode.
Just a constant strain of shit coming from you all episode. I think what he was thinking of is a catheter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a bag on the end.
Yeah. The bag goes without saying, not just the tube going from your dick. So from Ising Queen, he put
Can you spell that?
ISING Queen, Ising Queen,
It's like Isengard for Isengard.
Ising Queen.
Yeah.
So he put okay. What was the main crux of the formation of the band? Like, how was the band really formed, and any particular funny moments in the early stages? I feel like we touched on this last week when
That
we.
sounds like a long question, so I'm gonna go pee first.
Or you could help us answer it. That would be great.
I actually will. Like,
I am expected when he comes back. Like, well, it was the 27th.
Let me tell you about a tale.
Yeah, so like we said last week about how like we met and stuff, though, didn't we?
Yeah, there wasn't really much to how the band started. It
But
was just
it was you that, like wanted to leave your own band to start Basilisk.
yeah, but it's just like it was just like the next thing, innit? Because like
But so when you said that you wanted to start Basilisk, and this is something that I don't even really understand, right? You already had like 3 songs written. You had like Bear Song, and I'd never heard that before.
I don't know where that song came from.
Yeah,
No idea.
So but like you just wrote that by yourself. So like, and then what did you have? You had like Bear Song, I'm in Your House.
I don't know where that. I don't know where any of the songs came from. It was literally like a 2-week period where it was like starting a band with Chris and Jakes.
And
We
I
need
just
an
wanna
album.
write-
We need an album now, and it was literally 2 weeks, wasn't it? And all them songs, and it was like I don't know.
So like, wasn't even like Bear Song something else before, or just was it just?
Not the earliest I ever that of playing it in my mate's garage.
Sam Spencer.
Yeah, and I don't know. It just and then I don't know. I've had a few people over the years, like my cousin Tom and stuff, say like,
Where did it come from?
no,
Oh, right, okay.
he was one of the people who was like, oh, I remember it like when you first started singing it. And I was like, oh, I don't.
Yeah, because I don't.
So
either.
we're just doing Bear Song now.
No.
Just-
Well, no, because there was Bear Song and there was
Yeah, but
and there was like I'm in Your House and what was the other one that you wrote?
we had the Pirate one already.
Parrot one already.
I don't know. I don't know where they all just sprung up in like a week.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was weird, and I don't remember it now. But but the start of the band just came out of nowhere because it was like, well, you know, don't you? It was your question. It was directed at you.
Yeah.
I just said let's start a band.
You
innit?
said that you was going for a tinny, and then you said that you'd have a really good answer to this question.
what was it again?
How did it? It was kind of the same as last time.
Well, no. So
Yeah,
like,
around
so like, rather than how we all met, it's like, how did the band first start? What was the main like reason for it? And is there any funny early moments that you remember?
Well,
We have to respect the mailbag, Jake. You might not want to answer it, but it's what needs to be done.
the whole band was only
going on.
we were only together for like 8 months or something, weren't we? It was just a real quick phase
Yeah.
where we decided to start a stupid
Oh,
band.
you just getting a tinny?
Yeah.
I thought you was going for a piss.
No.
No, don't leave me on our own. We'll just we just crash when you go out the room. It just blue screen.
Have you got a? Yeah. What was you saying then?
So, well, the reason the band started was that you'd had all like these fun riffs and songs kind of while you was in a band with your cousins, and you it was quite serious and very specific genre.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
Boy, but
pop punk metal sort of.
So it was in that era of like
Yeah, it was when it was popular and taking it quite serious.
yeah,
of like
pop punk and being emo as well.
it was like emo, but like it was when like metal was like starting to get a lot kind of bigger, and like you had all these like orchestral and like chants and you know, and that was like the direction that it was going in.
Yeah.
Because of like the trends and stuff on it, I think.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something different, innit? And then I thought, well, you two, just fucking do whatever, innit? It's just like, we don't really give too much of a shit. And then, I honestly don't, I just remember messaging you and then you saying like, saying should we start a band? And because you thought I'd just be the drummer. I was like, no, I'll sing and play guitar and then we'll just get Jakesy. And you didn't even know Jakesy, did you? I was just like,
No.
we'll get Jakesy on drums.
No, so I didn't know you properly. I met you at a party once.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that I really
Just
spoke to you
once.
much.
Never saw him
You
again.
did.
Oh, really?
I
Really?
think we spoke outside, and I think we spoke about South Park and the fact that we don't like God,
Oh, really?
which I
Yeah.
slightly disagree with that opinion now.
Which one, South Park or God?
No, the God thing. Like, I don't hate God.
Yeah.
I think we were pretty
You know what?
ridiculous.
I'm like the same because I went through that real edgy atheist phase where I was like, God's evil is like the fucking cause of all problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Where now I'm like,
we had like a moment. Of
where now it's
we both
like,
felt like God.
yeah, where it's like now I don't disrespect anyone that actually
Yeah, exactly.
actually believes in God. Like I don't myself,
It's
but
like
I'm not.
a ridiculous opinion to have about something you don't understand.
Yeah.
What? So is it like you don't? You say ridiculous about God. Do you think people?
No, it's having an opinion on something you just do not.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
something you don't know.
yeah, so it's like when I was like a teenager, up until probably like a few years ago, I was like that real edgy atheist where it's like, oh, do you know, like fucking people that think God's real are just ridiculous.
Yeah, just-
I would watch like YouTube videos of like atheist like takedowns and like people talking to people and being like, well, this from the Bible basically contradicts this. Like, you're a fucking idiot if you believe in God. Like, religion's the cause of all fucking problems and stuff like that. And like that's what I was talking to you about. But now I don't think like that at all.
I think it was just that we thought South Park was funny and they
Yeah.
had like a lot of atheist
Yeah.
ideals.
But now I'm like, I don't believe in God personally, but I do not disrespect you if you do.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think that you're stupid.
And
Lots of people do it for different reasons.
So
So.
what else? You drank some terrapin water and some piss. I think.
Oh, I thought that was after
Oh,
Basilisk.
that was the first night I met you.
That was really dangerous. That wasn't it? I used to be fucking disgusting, didn't I?
Yeah. You were like the
No,
in the Jackass crew.
Well-
They're like the guy who
yeah,
did
you was a grotto.
the grotter. Yeah, like Steve or Chris. No, Chris. No, he was
It was
the
because
stripper.
we
He was
used
like
to-
Steve. Yeah.
It was because we used to
I think
watch.
you drank 2 full cups of piss.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. It was like one.
Just because I just wanted it to be liked.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think I'd ate like a live slug, didn't I, or something?
I don't know.
You did also. You
Yeah.
did. So what was it? You drank some terrapin water. You drank piss. You licked up someone's sick.
Was this all on the same night?
All on the same night.
God, I must have felt shit the next
And,
morning.
Yeah, you probably.
You
won't-
really wanted Jakes to like you.
But why did you like me?
For all of those reasons.
Yeah, that's just when you're like a teenager and like you're
Watch
first,
too much Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
and you just
Not
like
the right time, was it?
and like you're just like watching like Jackass all the time
Better
and
than him.
yeah, and it's like you really just want to be liked. No, like I actually did think that. I thought like, oh, all this fucking Jackass shit's like fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like I can easily beat that, but I'm not being paid shitloads to be filmed for it.
You're just like risking your life.
Yeah. So after that, was that when I met you? When we.
Yeah, that was the night I met you.
And then after that, I didn't meet you until like our first like band practice or what. I would love to go back and see that though, like our first fucking band practice.
I was literally sat in with Emily, Ben's sister, who was my girlfriend at the time.
Mm.
We were just like sat in having, just like chilling, watching a film, and then fucking she had the door open and she was like, "Oh shit, my brother's at home."
Sounds about right.
And he literally comes in the living room, starts doing fucking.
Front
I
flips.
think he was a bit pissed, and he was doing fucking backflips off the city, trying to show off. I was just like, what the fuck is this little spaz doing?
Oh yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah. And then like a full-on, decided to have a full-on house party
Yeah.
like that night because he didn't think anyone would.
Yeah. Like,
Basilisks.
as like far as like memories go, I just think it was like a little bit of like a whirlwind, wasn't it? Because we was only really like a band, and we put everything into it. And then it was a real fun time.
By the time it was like
Yeah.
done.
It was good fun. And like I said, it was only 8 months, wasn't it? We literally
Yeah.
started a band, wrote 2 EPs, brought them all out, and then did like, what, maybe 10, 20 gigs? Or something, maximum 20 gigs.
That was quite a lot though for the short time that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like right towards the end we actually got, because like we're not very good live at all. Do you
We
know
can
what I
be,
mean?
though.
Yeah.
We can be with a bit of practice. By next summer, man.
Yeah.
We were
But-
alright when we did it last summer.
But I can remember our last gig, and it was at your sister's. Was it like a 21st?
Yeah.
That was good.
We was so fucking tight.
Yeah,
we was amazing. Like
It takes a couple of weeks.
we basically
That one.
and we played like Krusty Crocs live.
We had like a barn dance going down the middle.
yeah,
Didn't
we had like a band dance. I was doing fucking slap bass, which I could not do now if you paid me. Like
It
we got
sounds
so
like
tight.
we're talking about someone else. Like,
I know.
that long ago.
Yeah, and we actually got real fucking tight. Like we recently did like a practice, and it like started to flow like towards the end, and I think that we put a little bit too much kind of pressure on ourselves.
West Tinny's next time.
Yeah, we just got real pissed and stuff. It was fun, but we got some decent videos at the end. But
We should do that again, though.
I don't think that you can just have one practice because like we literally went full on though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Went from 0 to 5 hour practice.
Yeah,
It was ridiculous.
yeah, and then
I
but
was an absolute mess.
it's like I wish that like we filmed that last gig when we was tight as fuck though. Like
No, but it'll come again, though, man. If you're ready to gig next year, like, and when even if bars don't open by summer, I've got fucking leisure batteries, plug sockets. We can go and play in the park. Just play
Yeah,
outside,
yeah.
man. I honestly think by next summer, people will have enough of this shit. We'll just set up we've got the electric drums, bass guitar. Just go and set up in a fucking park
Yeah.
and just go and sing about horses and snakes. Fuck it.
it's like that. That was like an inspirational like Lord of the Rings fucking quote. You know what? We'll just go sing about horses and snakes. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a pretty shit question, but that was quite good though. That because, and
What was the question?
just how it all started, and but I think that we've just got like the whole like basilisk. Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Didn't you fucking know?
How did the band start? It's pretty fucking obvious, don't you think?
No, like an obvious question.
Oh god, I just wish that I did that.
Pretty fucking obvious. Next.
How did your band start? Do your fucking research. All that you'll find is a MySpace page, which is locked because it was bought by Justin Timberlake and he just left it to Ben, didn't he? Well, yeah, because
Someone needed to ask it. And that was a good question.
it was in like the MySpace days as well, wasn't it? But it's like when basically Ben mentioned about doing like a 10-year thing, I was like, the fucking magic's gone. I was like, it won't
Oh,
work.
the laptop's died.
It's all gone. Does that mean it'll save that all?
Fuck knows. Probably not.
Oh. So how bad is that? Have you not been pressing Control S throughout?
No?
This episode's gonna need to be like highly edited at this point. What do you mean we're stupid?
Andy!
Yeah, so like I was saying, when we mentioned about doing like the 10-year thing, I thought like the magic might have gone. But
Hey. Less of that.
what a fuck up.
What a fucker.
Alan?
Alan.
Greg. Not Greg.
Don't mention Greg.
Never Greg.
That's for like the 10th episode special. Yeah, so thanks for that question. That was pretty fun. Just ended on a bad note. We got another heavy basilisk one. Is there any chance? So this is another question, Aaron Wedgner again. Is there any chance of any live streamed basilisk gigs anytime soon? Also, are you planning to write another
Amble.
album? If you are, what's the base of the story, if there is one?
The base of the story for the album.
Did the first one have a story? Because I don't know.
Well,
what the fuck.
like a concept album. So like
Yeah.
the full album's about what?
That's a fucking huge question.
Yeah.
You keep saying that, but like it's only because our first question was is the colour purple okay? That set the bar. So now anything with more than one
Right.
line, you're like fuck it.
It would be cool as fuck to have an album that's like 10 tracks, but you're sticking to the same, like us three sticking to the same 3 characters all the way through it.
Yeah, so
It's
just
like 10 songs.
so just one
Like
story.
a proper punk opera.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Because we sing about horses and snakes is almost like a anthology in it, because it's like a load of different stories. But then I was gonna say, but then they all link, but they clearly don't.
They
do
don't really.
No.
But they do.
Well, yeah. So we probably would live stream a thing. I feel like we answered that when we said about if the COVID shit doesn't sort itself out, we're just
Well, it's not going
basically
to
Ben
sort.
wants to march over to the nearest local park and start preaching about horses and snakes. So.
Just preaching about.
Yeah.
So I reckon
I've got a quiz for you. Free, a false, free, or fake.
So I reckon if we had a couple of practices, we could do a little live show in this room. Like maybe after the next time we have a little podcast.
Yeah.
We'll just like play some.
And then we've got about 4 or 5 songs in the pipeline, which
Ideas,
we've not
yeah.
really done anything with. But if you want me to reel them off, I can. A lot of them won't make sense, though, will they?
No, I reckon save it for a bit.
Yeah.
Because we'll release a single soon.
Yeah. So we've got about 4 or 5 songs.
Where you at?
We was gonna do a like cover of a Christmas song, but that's kind of been and gone. So we'll just do that. We'll just do that next year.
Nah, we do it now, and then.
So that's the end of the mailbag. So do you want to do the wheel spin?
Wait, to that point, I would like to know. It doesn't matter either way. If we've got any of Jake's audio from this session.
Yeah.
So should we just have a should we just cut and then find out?
Well, no, I mean it doesn't really matter if we do or not, does it? It's like
No.
we either do or we don't.
Yeah.
So.
So Andy, do you want to join us for the wheel spin and then we'll?
Yeah, go on. Might as well.
Yeah.
What do we do to join? Just all sit.
Well,
Let's have some smoke as well.
just film it, don't we? So have you rubbed off We've Got the Dog?
Well, no.
It won't land on it again, will it?
Don't be ridiculous.
You sitting in the middle?
Yeah.
May as well.
I'll join in.
Andy's side of the room's
Didn't
You
you?
can have it.
fucked anyway,
Have
innit?
it panned, and I can be surround
dead.
sound.
Didn't your brother want a closer for that?
Yeah.
That's filmed. That's filming now. So just focus.
What does he want a close up of?
The top.
Oh, Andy, mate, I don't know how to work a
What?
camera.
Does he think it's cheating?
Just spin it.
I get what you mean. No, it's. Yeah.
Ready?
No.
Are we in shot?
No.
Wait.
We are.
Wait!
No.
Focused. Listen.
Concentrate.
Go on.
Oh no, it's fucking broken, isn't it?
Ready?
Spin.
Fuck.
That kept us off guard, didn't he? Boy.
Run.
Run!
Run. The snakes are coming.
Oh shit.
Unexpected. It's about snakes.
Oh no, let's fucking talk about snakes
It's
again.
another song we wrote about snakes.
So as we discussed earlier, the fastest snake can run
12 miles an hour. This song is about that.
Smile. Your face is
So,
disgusting.
I
Ban the camera.
I can't work under these
This is
conditions.
Yeah, it's obnoxious, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Ben,
What?
look less gross.
I wish that you was mates because that fucking dirt.
Is your computer on?
No.
We just sacked that then.
He's fucking killed his
try.
computer on purpose so that he can do this.
Sit in the, all you wanted to do is sit in the middle.
Sit in the middle and just be a bully. Horrible. Boy.
Right.
It's really right. Next week it's going to be called Andrew Jakes' podcast. Where he just interrogates us.
I'm gonna ship 15 Crocs to your house tomorrow.
Nasty.
I've got the contacts. Right, so Run the Snakes Are Coming. What is it? What track?
It's the last one.
No, in.
It is.
Last one's the outro.
This is the encore.
No, the
Yes.
last one is I'm very, very sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
runs.
What?
It's the runs.
No, so you get the end of the song, the end of the album is like the exit song, and this is like a little encore in it. It's like an opera. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine like a musical of the Bastard, and you get like a full chorus of like women and men, like, or, you know, like
Round, those snakes are coming. Round, those
Round,
snakes
the
are
snakes are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. And then like
doing really like overly like, run, the snakes are coming, run, the snakes are coming.
And there's like a real camp guy at the front just like, you'll never catch a snake nest! I always bring a shotgun! I'd watch it.
It also sounds like you'd write and direct it as well. So Run the Snakes Are Coming was just a song that we wrote for our second EP, and it was about, I don't know if this is, I came up with not with the term Run the Snakes Are Coming, but I came up with that because, obviously like Ben wrote the song and stuff, but I don't know if this is only in the UK, but there's a advert what they play every Christmas, and it's for Coca-Cola, and it's like of this big.
No way! Is that where you got it from?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
Really?
I thought you
Yeah,
got it
that's
from
real
that
obvious
riff.
now, isn't it?
What?
I thought you got it from the riff.
Yeah. Holidays are
Come
coming.
in.
Yeah,
Holidays
holidays
are
are coming.
coming.
Holidays are coming. Yeah.
You never trash a
Snake nest. Yeah. Run the
Never
snakes are
got that.
coming. Run the
No,
snakes.
I didn't.
I was because I used to do that. I just thought you'd done it. That's sick though. That it's that's so much. That's brand new to me, man.
Didn't you know that?
That song always reminds me of that
Holidays
Barry
are
White
coming.
episode
Holidays.
of Simpsons. You know where all the snakes are coming.
Yeah.
They have to play like Barry White. Every time I hear snakes are coming, man, I just picture that episode of Simpsons.
Really?
Just need fucking sleigh bells.
Yeah,
or
sleigh
something.
bells.
Run,
Yeah,
snakes
so
We should do a Christmas version. We should have done a Christmas version of it.
Run, the snakes are coming. Run, the snakes are coming. Always Coca-Cola. Never trash a snake nest.
That's fucking brilliant.
Didn't you know that?
No.
Yeah. So anyway,
See, you learn. I'm learning from this podcast, man. I'm learning like, how did we write this song?
that's a good job that I had something for that, then,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. So, a Christmas advert, Coca-Cola. There's like a big Coke truck, and it just like driving through town, and everyone's like, holidays are
I think
coming.
everyone's saying it.
Yeah, and well, no, because I don't know whether it's like a UK based thing or not.
It's an internet. It's Coca-Cola, man. It's the biggest company in the world. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but like I'm not just saying like, oh,
Oh, it's a real thing.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Coca-Cola, but like it might just be a UK Coca-Cola ad. Do you know what I mean? The whole holidays are coming, but that's what it's from anyway. But what it originated from is my older brother. My older brother, when I was younger, when that advert used to come on, he used to go, "Run, T-Rex is coming! Run, T-Rex is coming! Run, T-Rex is coming!" And I thought that was real funny, and then I just turned that into "Run, the snakes are coming!"
I think your brother's wrote more bastard songs than I have.
Well, yeah, because it all just comes from that.
It's all John's chance.
Yeah. Well, we'll basically save that for the Krusty Crocs, but he kind of wrote Krusty Crocs, didn't he? In that same way, but yeah. So that's where "Run the Snakes Are Coming" came from.
Right.
Um,
There's not really much else to it, is it?
last week though, we had like.
Yeah.
Last week when we spoke about. See ya. Last week when we spoke about We've Got the Dog There, we had like how would we steal the
Yeah, well, it depends on the loop. If you go to the
how
loops,
would we steal the clock?
how would you get away from it? We've done that.
Yeah.
Like snakes,
But-
crocodiles.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very similar. Very
Yeah.
similar. Yeah, so it's like how would you run away from snakes?
well, they can only do 12 mile an hour, so I'd get on a fucking Segway. Outdo them all.
Like car, bike, no,
Just outdo them.
just like
Just pull away.
like say Segway goes 13 mile an hour and like fastest snake goes 12. It's just so you can keep that little bit of distance and be like,
Run, the snakes are coming. Run, the snakes.
I fucking trashed a snake nest.
You never bring a Segway.
Yeah,
You had more verses.
yeah. I don't know.
There's not much to that song. It's just a bit of fun, and it goes with the album cover because there's a snake chasing us.
Yeah, and then the reason why we put it as the last, like a bonus song, is because it's not mentioned on Exit Song, is it?
No, we never talk about snakes. No.
No. Andy,
Any last words on Alex?
on Alexander, influencer. That's what we've been talking about for the last half an hour.
Yeah, just a sec.
He has something.
He's got one big word.
just one word. Cunt.
No.
No, Alex. You're welcome anytime.
Oh, what?
Just don't stick your face in my arse.
Just be yourself, mate.
Oh, look at that. All of the basilisks in one shot.
Oh, that's nice.
We're going to do the outro then.
Oh, yeah. No, so just very, very quickly, if you had to get away from run the snakes are coming, got snakes after you, lad, what would you do?
Where are they? Where am I?
Oh, you're running from snakes.
Just run faster.
Run faster, right?
12 mile an hour. Should we see if you can do 12 mile an hour?
All you gotta do is hit a solid 13.
That's exactly what we said. Ben said that he would just get on a Segway and basically just program it to 13. So
Cruise control, innit?
yeah,
Never worry.
What ideal situation.
so that he'd be
You're
able to get
already on
away
the
from
Segway.
him. You're already on the Segway. First day on a Segway. Fucking hell, that's on a snake.
That's almost Nick.
Plenty of snakes out today.
When the man from the rental shop warned me, I didn't think.
There's a lot of southerners out today as well.
That's just.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah,
What
so-
is all? It's just loads of like reptiles on segways with southern accents in it. That's the picture all the way paint. It's just loads of reptiles.
Oh, this fucking podcast is so niche. It's just not gonna work, is it? It's just reptiles and southerners.
We'll try again next time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll try and do a bit better.
maybe. Right, thank you very much for bearing with us and listening to episode 2 of listening to episode 2 of We Talk About Horses and Snakes. We'll try and get some fixes done for next week. Please message the Instagram
Please.
at @thebasilisk. Just any better questions than is the colour purple. Okay. We'll see you next week. My name's been Chris, Mr. Moon. This is Andy, Ben.
Thank you.
In a bit.
Bye.